It doesn't take you long in oil-rich Venezuela to find this. Roadblocks by people saying they're struggling to get food.
As soon as we got off the car, people had just started shouting and telling us that they're hungry, really.
These are desperate people inside a country where recent shortages and hyperinflation are hitting hard. This woman says that she sometimes goes to sleep crying because she hasn't been able to give her children any food.
This is what they're saying they eat, mangoes, that they get from the tree, that's all.
Unsustainable public spending in the last decade has combined with a severe drop in the oil prices, leaving this crude exporting nation almost on its knees. Today, Venezuela has severe food shortages, and the inflation is expected to close this year at over 700%, leaving many unable to eat 3 times a day. This is plain rice.
Esta es la comida más fuerte del día.
Esa es la que yo me como. Esa es la única que se acuesta con esto. Ahora y se acuesta con eso.
Esto es lo único que van a comer hoy.
Eso es lo único que yo como.
This town is in deep rural Venezuela. It's in the Zulia province where ironically oil was first discovered here.
¿Cómo se siente con esta situación?
No. No te voy a decir porque no hay nombre. Estamos viviendo lo que estamos viviendo todos, los venezolanos. Todos los venezolanos. ¿Ah?
¿Cuándo fue la última vez que comió?
Ayer.
¿A qué hora?
A las 3 de la tarde.
¿Y desde entonces nada?
Nada.
Agua.
Agua, 4 vasos de agua que me he bebido.
These are images that have been rarely seen outside of Venezuela.
Jamás en mis 8 años como pediatra y en mi edad de vida que tengo nunca había visto una situación actual como la que estamos atravesando ahorita. Estamos enfrentando una situación de desnutrición materno-infantil.
How have things become this bad in a country blessed with natural resources? This is a common sight in Caracas, the capital, queues for food. These people are desperate to buy goods sold at a government-regulated price, but they can only buy a limited amount once a week. With inflation so high, some have even left their jobs to make an income queuing for regulated price food and reselling it for at least 100 times its value in a thriving black market. This country may be in crisis, but the government of President Nicolás Maduro says it's fighting speculation with brute force. But it blames also foreign powers and businessmen for a so-called economic war that seeks to topple his regime. Venezuela elected this man 17 years ago, Hugo Chavez, hoping that poverty would be eradicated. His socialist experiment was always criticized for supposedly being unsustainable. 3 years after Chavez died, this is a sight which he probably never thought he'd see. Queues for food in the middle of the night, under the rain. Vladimir Hernandez, BBC News, Caracas.